Okay. Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Columbia. How are you? I'm fine. Let's get into it. This won't be a long one. I'm just cranky. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm cranky as shit. Right, just like a fucking little baby. So I'm cranky as fuck, and I was just having this thought, and I didn't hit live broadcast quick enough, and I figured might as well do it now. I was thinking about fucking Transtrenders, like that non-thing that you hear like antis talk about all the time. Thanks, Light. And I'm just thinking, okay, so I would like to think that we're helping to foster an atmosphere where people feel more comfortable with experimenting with their gender expression and thinking about their gender identity and who they are. And I'd like to think that we're trying to foster an atmosphere where people can experiment with their gender, where they can feel like, okay, I might be bi, I might be bi, I might be a lady, I might be a dude, I feel that way, and can try to live their lives like that. And if it doesn't work out for them, okay, they go back, no harm, no foul, and then you have people like fucking Blaire White who are hating on people for experimenting with their gender, right? For saying, okay, well, maybe I'm a woman, I don't know, maybe I'm a man, maybe I don't fit into those gender modes, right? Whatever. And I'm just like, what bothers me about it is the very environment that we're trying to create is the one that isn't transphobic, is the one that's trying to protect Blaire, from getting her ass beat by a bunch of hillbillies because was once a dude. Biologically, maybe never actually, but biologically was once a dude, right? And that's no knock on her, but it's certainly an asshole move to be like, I just keep looking over because traffic and stuff. It's certainly an asshole move to be like, well, these fucking transgenders, I don't appreciate this. They're denigrating my transness because they don't know who they are and they're not really trans, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, fuck you, Blaire. No one has to really be, there's no such thing as being really trans, right? Some people can't afford transition. Some people don't want to transition, but they don't feel comfortable with their gender identity. Like, whatever's going on with you, it's cool, right? It's fine with me. And you work it out in the healthiest way you possibly can. I don't have a problem with it. If one of my friends comes to me tomorrow and says, I think I might be a dude, I'm going to try living my life as a male and see how I feel about that. I'm going to be like, okay, you go. You do that. Happy for you. And I'm going to call them by the pronoun they prefer to be called by and call them by the name they prefer to be called by and keep it pushing because there's no skin off of my nose. And if they come to me in 6 months and say, I really didn't like that, that's not who I am, I think I really am a woman, I'm going to be like, cool. I still love you. It's no skin off my nose, dude. And Blaire doesn't get to decide who's really trans and who isn't. Shoe Head doesn't get to make that decision. None of these niggas get to make that decision. And what pisses me off is that Blaire is the type of bitch who be out here advocating for shit that is hurting trans people. Right? She's not out here. You don't see Blaire out here advocating for foundations that are helping people to transition. You don't see Blaire out here advocating for fucking organizations that are helping trans people get housing. You don't see Blaire advocating for people who are homeless, who need help. You don't see Blaire advocating for trans women of color. You see Blaire out here fucking getting these ducats because Blaire White would say anything to get these goddamn ducats. Blaire would say to any redneck, you can beat my ass right now in the street as long as I can get $100 off you right now. Fuck Blaire. As far as I'm concerned, I've always felt like this. If Blaire White got her ass beat near to death by some redneck because they found out she was trans, I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm not about to sit here and feel any sympathy for her. Point blank. She can get her ass beat to death. I'm not giving to that GoFundMe. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Blaire's white. I don't give a fuck about Blaire's white life. That's what I should have said. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Because Blaire advocates for things that harm other trans people and that harm other people, period. So I don't give a fuck what happens to Blaire. Just like I don't give a fuck about what happens to that guy T. If that guy T gets his ass murdered by the Ku Klux, hold on, I know that UPS guy. If that guy T gets his ass murdered by the Ku Klux Klan, I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't have been out here saying Zig Heil for the fucking troll's sake, huh? I'm not giving to his GoFundMe. I'm not giving to his funeral cost. Fuck him. Sorry. You got me fucked up. I in no way, shape, form, or fashion, I'm burning myself a little bit. I'm in no way, shape, form, or fashion gonna support motherfuckers who sit out here and advocate against themselves and advocate against their own personal safety. If they want to do that, that's their fucking business, and I suppose it's their First Amendment right or what the fuck ever. But don't ask me to sit here and feel any fucking sympathy for them. Don't ask me when they get their ass beat by these people who don't give a shit about them, when they get their ass murdered by these people who don't give a fuck about them. Don't ask me to feel sympathy. Don't ask me not to joke about it. Don't ask me not to fucking give to their GoFundMe, because I ain't gonna have it for you, boo-boo. Mama don't play that shit. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna check the comments. There are no comments. Yay. Anywho, I'm just grumpy and I just woke up, and I felt that way while I was smoking a cigarette earlier, and I felt like I should say it. So, is what it is. I'll be seeing you soon. Good night, good morning, good afternoon. Fuck Blaire White. And fuck that guy T. And fuck a lot of these motherfuckers out here.